Good evening. My name is Ethan Weber, and this is my lecture on Mere Christianity. This lecture is based on Chapter 7, titled Forgiveness, and incorporates elements additionally from Chapter 8, titled The Great Sin. It is formatted like a Screwtape Letter, which was another theological book written by C.S. Lewis. To Screwtape, my most devilish and deceiving nephew, who I ardently hate. I hope this letter reaches you before too drastic of a charge has occurred in the heart of your patient. It is solely because of my genius intellect that I have become aware of the fact that someone, as our enemy would put it, has wronged your patient. Now, my detestable nephew, this situation can be your greatest aid or curse when trying to win over this man's soul to the fiery pits. I'm talking, of course, about the most blasphemous act, forgiveness. I shudder even to speak of it. But if your charge should truly forgive the one who has wronged him, I fear all hope is lost for the soul, and you must choose to focus your amateur talents on someone else. However, in this letter, I will outline the most effective ways to deter your charge from such a nonsensical course. Firstly, you must understand the elements that our enemy has put into the hearts of these little creatures. He's established what is known as a moral law. This tells the creatures at their base levels what is right and wrong in the eyes of the enemy. This is the seed of the enemy's justice. But like all of the good he does, we can twist it to our own means. A man who wrongs another will incur a debt against him. Annoyingly, however, our enemy has charged that all who follow him must forgive their any debts just as he forgave their debts against him. I know this seems utter nonsense to you and I, but no doubt our enemy has so-called noble intentions for our pitiful beings. Why is forgiveness of this debt so contrary to our efforts? Well, nephew, in brief, forgiveness breaks their pride and causes them to be truly humble, a most disgusting state to our devilish father. Now that you understand the abhorrent workings of justice, I will delve into the tactics. Just as I said that true forgiveness breaks pride in the heart of a person, you in turn should work to build up the pride of your patient. Remember the anthem of our school. Pride is the greatest tool, and too right this anthem is. Use pride to convince your charge that they are above forgiving, that forgiveness is something only for pitiful, weak men. This lie is of the utmost importance, for if more men knew the power of forgiveness, we would be at a great disadvantage in this war. My next piece of advice is small, but I think you will find its use quite effective. You should play on the idea that forgiveness is a feeling and not an action. Humans love to feel the emotions of the spiritual, so convince your man that since he does not feel this, immediately he should give up altogether on the silly business of forgiveness. Additionally, convince him that forgiveness is something that needs practicing, that it is not something that needs practicing, that it should come naturally, and he should not start small in the business of forgiveness. Lastly, as with everything, wreak havoc on his prayer life. This is our greatest weapon against the will of the enemy. For how will they know his will if they do not speak to him? I hope that your dull brain will be able to comprehend my intellect in this letter, and that you put it into practice. Remember, I do not like to be disappointed. Signed, your uncle, who hates you with every thought. Chief Demon of the 3rd Division, Prime Minister of Evil Thoughts Association.